Alright. Let's wipe away the debt. You know, for all the things that happen in this game, I'm surprised one of the things that doesn't happen is your manager guy, Hal, whatever the fuck his name is. He's like, hey, if you give up the union, we'll wipe away the debt. Maybe not wipe away the debt, but we'll make it a pretty huge chunk of debt. Like 500 million or something like that. That's huge. I'm surprised that didn't happen in the game. And, like, you had, like, a choice. But if no debt, then why work on ship? Because then you're making money.
A maximum of 8 hours of sleep. Any extra sleep time will be docked from the next pay cycle.
Forget, did we find anything for... No. How many repair kits do I have? 19. We're fine. Don't know why you're typing in that broken English. You mean just normal English. I was about to say, I haven't played this game in a bit. I don't know how well I'm gonna do. Definitely gonna die at some point. But then I was like, it hasn't been that long. I only took a brief pause to play Cruelty Squad.
Caution. No tethers remaining.
Wow. Already out of tethers. Like a week? I know. The last time I took a break from it was like a month.
Deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
So, I have some high hopes in the future of getting a new GPU. Because certain cards are just sitting on retail stores now. And like online and stuff like that. And with this whole tariff situation and all, like the pause that's happening right now. There are a lot more ships, and if there are more ships, there are more GPU containers. Or there's the possibility of it, at least.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
So, it's not a guarantee, just a possibility. So, that'll be nice. Finally.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Huh?
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
No more 1080 Ti. Listen, the 1080 Ti was a mistake from NVIDIA. A mistake they will never make again. They've learned their lesson immediately. that not there? Whatever.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Because people, like me, bought a 1080 Ti because it practically made the like exact same performance as an at the time Titan card, but it just had less VRAM. And not by a lot either. So it was just a fantastic card.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Are there no tethers on some? Why were there no tethers on those?
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Such a weird thing to say. Well, I mean, because then the car, like the graphics generation after that was the 20 series.
Applying credit to
I need to
account.
get inside the ship and release the thruster. Was the 20 series. And the 20 series wasn't that fucking good
Salvage
compared to the 10 series. The only thing that the 20 series had was DLSS and ray tracing. And at the release, what am I doing? Why the fuck? I should close this.
airlock pressurizing. Valuable object processed. Credit forwarded.
Like the performance was like a 2080 had like the same performance as like the 1080 in terms of like pure rasterization, but then like it had access to ray tracing and DLSS, and like the ray tracing wasn't that good. There were maybe like 6 games on the market at the time that promised to upgrade their game to either have ray tracing or just release day one with ray tracing. Yeah, there wasn't much use of anything. DLSS was nice though. It looked bad. Kind of like how FSR
Material deposited.
2, I think it is, looks now. If I remember right. But yeah, like, outside of those 2 things, there was no reason to upgrade. And the 30 series came out, and they weren't that much better than the 20 series, which means they weren't that much better than the 10 series. So people were still like, no, don't need it. And then the 40 series came out, and a lot of people were like, yeah, this is the time to upgrade. And other people like me are like, no, I'll hold out. What a mistake that was.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
So yeah, NVIDIA will never make the mistake of releasing a graphics card like the 1080 Ti ever again. Sure, they've released other cards out there that were 80 class and had the Ti name, but they were Ti name only, because they were trying to get people to buy those cards
Object accessible.
with the idea that they would be like the 1080 Ti, when there would still be like a huge gap between the 1080, like between the 80 Ti class, like 20 or 30 series, and their Titan class card. And like people just didn't buy into it. People were like, no. It's not to say that they didn't sell. They just didn't sell as well as NVIDIA wanted. Also, this whole recent nonsense with the whole, like, the 5060 class card. the whole, like, you will, like, review, like, do this exact review and nothing else if you want to be seeded a card before the card actually launches. And all this other seedy shit that they've been doing that everyone knew NVIDIA was capable of. Some people are acting surprised now. I don't understand how they didn't know. This isn't the first time. But Gamers Nexus did a really good video on it where they talked about not only the 50-60 situation, but like their own situation. With how like NVIDIA has treated them in the past. And in it, he said one really good line, and this is actually something I've heard people say since the 40 series. If you're making so much money from AI that you're losing money by selling to your GPUs to gamers, why don't you just fuck off? Like, the AI market is right there. You don't have to be here. You could switch gears and just fucking leave. That really resonated with me. Says the guy that's still trying to buy a 5090 because it's still the best graphics card on the market. Oh shit. No. No. Whoops. Surprised they haven't? Yeah. I definitely... They've had moments, too, in the past where they've sort of... Well, my reason for thinking is that... Okay, hold on. I gotta focus a little more. I gotta pull the nuclear reactor out of the... Alright. They're not going to be in the lead for AI for very long. Other stuff, other like Intel, AMD, and I mean AI is such a lucrative market right now for anyone involved. That even people that have like no experience in making GPUs are making GPUs now. For the express reason for AI. They're not going anywhere outside of like either their own company or they're not trying to like sell it to like hobbyists or anything like that. So my reason for thinking the reason why NVIDIA is trying to stay in the gaming market is because they know they're not going to be ahead forever in terms of AI. They would like to. I'm sure they'll do anything it takes to stay ahead. Whoops. Because recently, what was it? Intel has their, like a sort of like dual GPU, which is 2 GPUs on 1 PCB, and it looks really cool. Not meant for gaming at all. They don't really communicate with each other in terms of gaming, so there's no like SLI or Crossfire or anything you can do to make that work. It doesn't stop you from playing games on it. It just won't be that good.
Raw material deposited. Transferring credits.
And apparently, like, it's cost effective. It's all these other kind of things, and most importantly, because it's so cost effective, companies can run them locally instead of having to trust any kind of AI. It's like trust any of their data to a cloud-based AI. Just like practically all of them. So once that Intel stuff gets on the market, there might be a shift for power.
More money from the British government.
Transferring credits.
I was trying to think of a joke, but I couldn't come up with in time. Sorry. Whoopsies. I don't know what I did. The hell?
Deposit accepted.
Okay. Less work for me to do later. How's it going, Sonic?
Tether levels are low.
Tether levels are low. I literally, like, just bought tethers.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
It's been a week and you're still third in queue. Well, I have good news. And that is, GPUs are starting to finally just sit on shelves here. So, good for me. I got it. No, I didn't get one yet. But like I said, they are just sitting on shelves nowadays.
Salvage accepted.
The add-in board partner ones are just sitting on shelves, I mean.
Object processed. Transferring credits. Salvage goal cleared. Rewards allocated.
And, the whole stupid-ass tariff situation happening right now. So there's currently a pause from the 145% tariffs to now 30%. Not on everything, but on enough that the number of ships coming into the States has increased by 300%. More ships means more chances for add-in board partners to, and NVIDIA to ship GPUs. I actually don't have any tethers at all. Wow. So, more ships coming in means more GPUs.
Applying credit to account.
So, I'm hopeful, but I have to wait like 2 or 3 weeks.
Welcome to Vendatron 9000. Thank you for your purchase.
Also, how about that Helldivers update? Helldivers 2 update.
Object accepted for processing.
My friends and I are getting our butts kicked on fucking... What were we playing yesterday? Like,
Deposit registered.
level 5 difficulty. You know, really not that hard, but we're just getting our fucking asses handed to us because we suck, I guess. But like, fighting in the city is so fun. And it's so difficult, too. Because all these stratagems that we're used to using and all this, like, don't work. Like, we affectionately call, like, the big fuck-off laser. We affectionately call it, like, our, get-out-of-jail-free card. And, like, that doesn't work in the city. Because you'll call it in and it just gets blocked by a fucking building. So I've come to rely a lot on turrets.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Processing object.
But yeah, like my friends and I are getting our asses handed to us on like 5s. We're not losing.
Salvage deposit accepted.
But we're stressed.
Salvage deposit secured. Credit
I started using a plasma weapon. The Scorcher, I think it's called. I used the grenade pistol to, like, at a distance with the Scorcher, I'll shoot the shields off of a ship. Off of a landed ship, the ones that, like, spawn, like, voteless and shit. I'll remove the shields from those, and then I pull out the grenade pistol to shoot it into the door. So just so I can do all of these things at, like, such a long distance, I don't have to really worry about anything. Purifier's definitely fun. I'll have to remember that tomorrow when we play more. That looks so sketchy. I'm not doing that again. Alright. Is there an armor people recommend for Illuminate? Because I'm still using, I think it was armor that I bought off of the super credit store. The one that gives you like six stims and it's light. I love that one. It's so nice to have 6 fucking stims. Light in general? Okay, well I got that going for me. I think gives you extra nades and ammo. Yeah, the extra ammo would be nice. The Scorcher doesn't have a really good ammo pool. When, like, I'm practically using an entire magazine whenever I'm going up something that isn't a voteless. So. And while you do go up against a lot of voteless, the Scorcher has like 8 batteries or whatever the fuck it is. It's not good. I can kill 9 things. I can kill 9 things and then they have to fucking reload or resupply. It's the charge up one. Yeah, it definitely sounds like, as long as it kills.
Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Explosives will be wary of close quarters. Yeah, the purifier's close quarters too. I found that out. The fun way. That is to say, I was helping, I think it was Music was getting, so I had like a bunch of voteless running up behind him and I shot at the voteless and I ended up hitting him. So that's what I mean, I found out the fun way. I think that's all of the pillars. Let's find out. It's been so long you don't even think you can get it back into Helldivers. That's fair.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited.
Alright. Moment of truth. Am I gonna blow up the tank again, or am I gonna somehow make it out of this? Right. Faint Slender and Kaim yesterday. Poor Faint was new to it, doing his best to survive. Hey, that's just how it is for new people. I made it. I actually fucking made it. Oh my god. I'm improving.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
What happened to the other pipe? Oh, there it is.
Material accepted. Credits assigned. Processing valuable object. Credits awarded.
Oops.
Salvage registered.
Let's see what else needs to.
Transferring credits.
Oh yeah, I have officially uninstalled Zenloss 0 now. I spent maybe another 2 hours in that game trying to find another difficult, like, hack and slash moment. Nothing. Nada. Not a goddamn thing. So, I'm kind of disappointed. Expecting a gacha game to be any different. I don't play gacha games, so I wanted to play a hack and slash. CZZ is free, and I was like, yeah, fuck it. Downloaded it, and then I spent more time in menus than I did actually playing the fucking game.
Deposit accepted for processing. Salvage destroyed. Please refrain from damaging salvage.
What the hell is this? Oh. Oh. And there's just an asteroid chart in here. Okay. Oh, that was close. I almost fucked up. But the important part is I didn't. Where's the next fuse? Is there even more fuses? The hell? Oh, here it is. So many fucking lights, oh my god.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
They let you buy my debt for $1. I hope not. I've heard, at least here in the States, I've heard of horror stories of, like, people going into medical debt
Credits awarded.
and then the hospital or the insurance company selling the debt. Who was it? I can't remember who does it now. Selling the debt
Salvage
to someone else, and then that person just increases the debt. It's fucked.
salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Welcome to America, the nicest third world country. So many fucking lights. Oh my god. You don't need that many lights. What are you gonna see? Ship? Wow.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
The hell is this? Oh, I cut up one of these things on accident. Oh. Didn't know I could do that. Neat. Expand with collector calls so you realize you were a lost cause. Yeah. Didn't know you could do that. Right? I'm so good at like figuring out what. I find all the things you can do. Mostly by accident. But. Wow, more fucking lights.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Valuable object processed. Credits awarded. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
I would have laughed so hard if that came like from behind me and smashed.
Salvage
Whoops.
deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Also, the Stalker game's got a re-release. I talked about this before. They got like a re-release or like a enhanced edition or whatever. Left your jerky across the room. Can I grab it for you? Sure. Just let me use my psionic powers.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
Are they moving?
Salvage secured.
Jerky not moved. Pants shitted. Anyway. God, oh, sweet. But yeah, they got like an update or whatever, and I saw that, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. So I downloaded all 3 of them. I was thinking it might be a good time to finally play them. but I don't know how they'll perform. I tried playing them before, but like just the sheer jankiness of it like stopped me from playing it more. The originals more, I mean.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Enhanced release was free. Yeah, there's like, oh, we're re-releasing like the original like Stalker games, and we're doing it for fucking free. Oh my god, it's so huge. As someone that already owns the original Stalker games, that's huge. So. What are you connected to? What? Oh, I know what you're connected to. One of these fuckers. Or maybe both of those fuckers. Yeah. So. Most annoying Helldivers 2 mission. None of my teammates are doing any of the objectives, didn't bring good weapons, and were basically just bait. Sometimes it be like that when you're playing with randoms. Sometimes it be like that even when you're playing with friends. But it's funny when it's them.
Processing valuable objects. Credit
Well, funnier. You know what? I'm going to put these things away first before I start hacking away at the ship. Rather have your friends, they know what to bring. Fane was more useful to them? That's kind of mean towards Fane. He was level 6. I'll never forget when we finally got Raph to play Helldivers 2. Raph had like no stratagems, no nothing, basic kit, starting the game. In fact, I don't even remember if Raph did the tutorial. I think we told him to do the tutorial, so he did it. And after that, music was like, yeah, we could do level 9s. What the fuck? What? I was like, 9s? I was like, yeah, it's the bugs. I'm like, 9s? Are you... Okay, we failed those missions. By the way. Like, I knew we were going to. One hell of an introduction to Helldivers for Raph, though. That was pretty fun. I forgot these things have... also have paneling. Still, it was good fun. We switched to the 7s after that. And we had a good time. I had a good time. Let me reiterate. I had a good time. I don't know if they had a good time. I hope they had a good time.
valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
into a level 6 against the Illuminates. You did great while trying to learn the controls. That's awesome. It instantly took me on a level 8 bug mission. Me screaming, what the fuck is that thing? One of the File Titans showed up. Yeah. Helldivers 2 is great. It's a shame, like, that the content can't really keep up with, like, player demands, though. But that's normal for games. Like that's nothing new. It's something every game has to contend with. I mean, not just Helldivers. I will say it's really funny. The major order was for like what, 2,500,000,000 Illuminate kills in Helldivers 2, and that was like a 3-day major order. And at the end of the first day, we were at like 38% or something. It was, yeah, it's oh boy.
Valuable object accepted for processing.
Oh, wait, I want that. I mean, I don't need it, but I still want it. Give. There we go. Oh, excuse me. Whew.
Tether supplies running low.
How are tether supplies low? I keep buying more tethers. And using, but still, how am I constantly running low on tethers? It's a conspiracy. It's almost like they want to keep you in debt forever. It truly is, yeah. This thing still... This next one might... Yeah, this one's still connected to this. Pretty sure. Hmm? Oopsie. Squeeze on out here. There we go. Stupid tether.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Processing object. Applying credit to account.
Might sound stupid. What's your favorite thing in Helldivers? A stupid DDR machine. I have spent probably 2 hours on that machine. And I still suck at it, but... Like, I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not good at it. It's fun though.
Caution. No tethers. Please refill supplies.
I fucking forgot that they're like. I forgot I was running low on tethers. I was just so focused on the game.
Raw material accepted. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Oh yeah, the other day. I say the other day. Yesterday, when we were playing Helldivers. Before we were playing Helldivers 2, one of my friends
Salvage deposit confirmed. Credits.
didn't install the update, which is fine. He didn't know that's what we were doing until he got home.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
But Steam was trying to download the game onto a spinning hard drive. Not like an SSD or anything. Onto a spinning Rust. Which is weird. And then, so we had to figure out, like, what the fuck, like, first we had to figure out what the fuck was going on. And that's when we found out that it was trying to install, or it was trying to download onto a hard drive. To then take that data and install it on the SSD. It was just fucking weird. Thought I was to pack their game. Nothing will be as bad as how I can't remember the name of the studio. The people that did Payday 2 packaged their game on Steam. If there was an update for the game, you had to download the entire game again. All of it. The entire game. From scratch. Every time there was an update. Whoopsies. Whoa, what the hell?
Helmet damage detected. Avoid severe head trauma by following good helmet maintenance.
The fuck was that? The ship lashed out at me. What the fuck?
Valuable object.
What the hell? Like, physics just changed and it slapped me in the face. What the fuck? How'd that not kill me? Upgraded suit, I guess? Slap me telling me to drain the air next time? No. You know how lessons are learned here. It's just to say they're not.
Salvage secured. Applying credit. Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded. Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
And besides, is there even any more air there is? I was like, is there more air in there anyway? Like, alright, time for part 2. Wait, I can just do this. That did not work the way I thought it was going to. Also, never punished. So. Well, slightly punished, but not enough to learn a lesson or anything. Hmm.
Raw material deposited.
Only got to round 7 in DDR? Hold on. I have screenshots for this game. I just don't... Where the fuck do I find them? I have screenshots of this game that have my high score on it. Just fucking scroll down, whatever. It's gonna be a while. Oh, well, nope, it's gone. Meh. Passed it? I don't think I did. But I can't be bothered anymore.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
It's usually on the right, the very last tab. Aha! Oh. I took it. Oh, you can. I also took screenshots of some bugs that happened. So. Yeah, that's a bug. My legs are facing that way and I'm aiming around. It's a bug. What happened to all of my screenshots? Did they go away? I guess they went away. I guess I don't have them anymore. I used to take screenshots of my score. So I could share them to friends and be like, haha, beat that. And they didn't play it, so.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits
I
awarded.
think you hit 10K. Well, then you did better than me.
Deposit accepted for processing.
I think.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage registered. Transferring.
Also, how about those Battlefield 6 classes update thing? That was released today. Publicly released today. Shouldn't have said that last part. Oops. But, yeah.
Deposit registered. Account credited.
Seems interesting all throughout. I'm not a fan of it. Mostly because it's like... It's not entirely Battlefield-esque. You know, as much as I like it in 2042, like the no weapon restrictions thing or whatever, it's part of the identity of Battlefield. Ow.
Damage detected. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
So, no weapon restrictions, and then they're talking about like signature weapons and all this other kind of stuff, and it seems odd. I mean, I think people that are waiting for Battlefield 6 to not be like Battlefield 2042 are going to be
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
disappointed.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Have they talked what they're doing with like weapon attachments yet? I don't think they have. I think they just talked about classes. Don't think so. Okay.
Warning. Fuel levels are low.
I knew it was coming. I knew it was going to be like, hey, fuel levels are low.
Raw material processed. Credits deposited. Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Whoops. Oh well. That's not where you were supposed to go. Hello? Oh, saved it. From the brink of death. Wow, $1,000. That'll sure help me take the debt away.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Whoops.
43. That incinerator looks tempting.
Tempting? Oh, I thought you were going to say tempting. Almost went full force right into it. But no, it's it could have just been the way the fucking AI read that. We all knew it was gonna happen. How's it going, right? Thank you very much for the 43 months.
For medical assistance.
Ah, yes, thank you, Twitch mobile app, for finally telling me that I was live. I wouldn't have known I was streaming. Thank you so much for reminding me. Fucking hour and 10 minutes late. Damn near killed myself again.
Valuable object processed. Credits awarded. Helmet damage detected. Always use Lynx branded repair kits to avoid invalidating your warranty.
Whoopsies.
Helmet damage detected.
Yeah, that's all. That's not all it's damaged in the helmet, huh? I'm talking about the brain damage, and the brain damage, and the brain damage, and the brain damage,
Deposit registered. Account
and the brain damage, and the brain damage.
Drain Bramage.
salvage accepted. Credit up.
Can't damage what you don't have. What, my ass?
Salvage
What's
deposit.
this thing? Oh, it's a battery pack.
Applying
Oh, cool.
credit to account. Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
And the brain damage. You know what's really funny? I still think back to Cruelty Squad. And I keep telling myself, what a weird fucking game that was.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
It was really funny. Music was asking me, it's like, so how was Cruelty Squad? How was that, like, weird ass, like, fever dream of a game? And I was like,
Salvage
it's okay.
deposit accepted.
Don't get the movement stuff like I did, because you'll just break the game. And then it'll be too easy. Or, just don't play it. It's so fucking weird.
Salvage secured. Applying credit.
Alright, I want to cut... So it's the battery bank. I want to cut all this stuff off and throw it in the furnace right now. So overstimulated from the game itself, right? Oh, there's lights. Like, it was fun. I definitely enjoyed, like, playing it and then getting, like, the bio thrusters and the appendix and, like, the double jump or whatever and, like, breaking the game. That part was fun. Playing Roadcraft and Mandy one. I played that last night, actually. Music was like after playing Helldivers 2 with friends. Music was like, "Hey, Rav and I are gonna play Roadcraft." I'm like, "That's kind of weird. I wouldn't really think Rav would want to play Roadcraft, but here we are. So you played Roadcraft." Yeah, Rav was playing Roadcraft. I was playing Roadcraft with Rav. And you're right. Holy crap, those AI trucks are so stupid sometimes. My favorite. Music set up these two routes. One was going from like a point down south up to a point north. and another route was going from the point that was up north off to a point that was out east. And they would just fucking run straight on into each other. It's the stupidest fucking thing. Mudrunner-esque games are so chill sometimes. It's funny, between Roadcraft and Mudrunners, I kind of prefer Mudrunners, or like Snow Tires or whatever that is. Because you do a lot of it yourself. In Roadcraft, sure, you're making roads, but then you're telling AI to do the hauling. Sometimes. And then sometimes you can even tell the AI to do the work. It's kind of odd. It's not bad, just odd.
Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Arc Raiders. Personally looks fun. If I remember right, that's an extraction shooter. In all my time gaming, I have played one extraction shooter. And that was enough to know that extraction shooters aren't exactly for me. Now, if you like extraction shooters, all the more for it. Seems like it'd be great.
Deposit accepted for processing. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
It's fun, like, you know, so the extraction shooter I played was Marauders,
Credits deposited.
and it was fun, but like the whole system of it was something I didn't entirely enjoy. So that's when I was like, maybe extraction shooters aren't really for me. It also probably doesn't really help that when my friends and I were playing it, towards the end of our playtime, like before we all decided to move on to something else, we just kept running into cheaters. Like, a lot of cheaters.
Welcome to Venditron 9000. Thank you for your purchase.
Fuel levels.
Just like an insane amount of like, it was really funny though when I think there was an instance where there was 2 cheaters in the same lobby. So actually, that's not really how Marauders work. Marauders has like a bunch of like maps that are running all the time. So it's not like a match starts, you go in, get what you want, and you leave, and that's the end of the match. No, there's just maps that are constantly running, constantly going. So you might join in on a map, and someone's already been there for like 15 minutes, or they're already on their way out, or something like that. Like Tarkov? Like Tarkov, yeah. But with Marauders, you show up on a spaceship, and you have to fly into the map. So you can actually fight like other players in these spaceships. Space combat wasn't that amazing, if I remember right, but it was different. I remember one time we went in, we actually stole another player group's ship because we got the keys to it, or like a pass key or whatever. Like, we killed the guy that had the key to the ship, so we're like, hey, we got his key. Let's find out where his ship is. So we stole his ship and literally had a new ship. That was pretty neat. But at one point when we showed up, we landed, and the doors opened, and we heard nothing but gunfire bellowing out from like far away on the map. and then it was just, we're like, what the fuck? It was so loud and everywhere, and like we were taking damage sometimes. It was really odd, and then it just stopped. And while exploring, we found like everything on the map had died. Like all of the scavs gone, dead, nothing there, and 2 players. Apparently, they just cheated each other out. They just kill each other with cheats. So like we didn't have to fight anything. But then I remember another one where someone actually had like a no damage bug, or not a bug, no damage cheat. So like you could literally not damage him. Plenty of walls, like wall hacking, that happened too. So, really killed the mood of the game.
Salvage registered. Transferring credit.
But like any game, that happens. When cheaters start to take over.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Or was on holiday. If I remember right, I think it was easy anti-cheat too. Was the anti-cheat for Marauders. I do not quite remember perfectly.
Salvage secured.
I mean, it's not like easy anti-cheats like infallible. Well, that'll get him moving anyway.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Valuable object accepted for processing.
Just trying to get these pieces separated from each other. Hold on. That didn't do it. Did it? No, maybe it did. Let's get that one too before it hits. There we go.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
And it throws you the railgun, then you can't get the combo right. It's because of that Helldivers 2 DDR thing that I can call in the Hell Bomb so quickly. I have impressed friends calling in the hell bomb in like under a second. It actually was well under a second. I don't remember what it was under, but it's fast as fuck. Same here, but you just love calling in hell bombs. Didn't they change it so if you shoot the hell bomb with an explosive, it will actually explode now? So you don't really need to put in the code anymore. Like once it lands and like pops out, you can just shoot it with an explosive and have it just, you know, go boom. You have to activate it, then shoot it. Oh. Still.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
That's a nice function to have, at least. Especially when you're fucking surrounded and you're panicking. A lot.
Processing valuable objects. Credits awarded. Salvage deposit registered.
Crap.
Account credited.
There we go.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Applying credit.
So, Du Bois and I, me and my friends, are probably going to be
For processing.
playing Helldivers 2 tomorrow, but I don't know if I'm going to stream it.
Material accepted.
I thought about it. I thought about doing it yesterday, but then we had, like, a bunch of technical issues, and I was like, maybe this is just for me and Du Bois today.
Salvage
What I'm saying is, there's a chance.
applying credit.
And to not get your hopes up. Because I might not.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Processing object. Applying credit to account.
Wow, that almost took off my fucking face. I was really thought that pipe got really close. It's a good thing I was paying attention. That would have hit me.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
Oh, excuse me. Oh. trying to... There we go. Get the back wall with this thing. Oh, there's still air in here. Alright. Oh, I can't activate the airlock because I broke it.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
Speaking of, not necessarily like protein stuff or whatever, but when Konami finally releases the Metal Gear collection, when they finally, that was weird, when they finally released the Metal Gear collection, I was thinking of buying a bunch of calorie mates. I say a bunch, some calorie mates.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
That's really weird. This game is like, hey, danger, there's air on the other side of this door. But there's not. Just likes to think that there is, I guess?
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
But yeah, I thought of getting calorie mates to go along with 3 gadgets per class again. Yeah, I saw. We don't need 3 gadgets per class. Hell, we don't even need really 2. You only need 1 gadget slot. With the option to choose what gadget you want, but you only need 1. Calorie mates in Sim 6. I don't smoke. I don't vape either, so I can't do that. They're like chocolate cigarettes, aren't they? Aren't there?
Credits deposited.
Could get those, I guess.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Deadly to yourself and the teammates, right? You only need 1.
Credited.
You don't need 3. It just complicates like the balance of the game and all this other kind of stuff. We don't need it. Yeah, I think I confused the game. The game thinks there's air in here. Maybe not air, but like it like thinks that this room is pressurized when I really don't think it is. I don't know, I got a lingering suspicion that it's not.
Salvage deposit confirmed.
I mean, what do I know? I'm just a shipbreaker. Just to make those chalky, crunchy candy cigarettes. Yeah, that's the one I was talking about. I could get those for Metal Gear Solid. Because my idea for doing the all of the Metal Gear games was to play them in chronological order. Not release date chronological order, but just chronological order. So it's like 3, 5, Metal Gear, Metal Gear 1, not Metal Gear Solid 1, Metal Gear. Metal Gear 1, Metal Gear 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, then 2, then 4, then Revengeance for the fun of it. That was the idea, anyway. I'm gonna come over here and destroy the door. Just in case this room, like, is somehow pressurized. What is going on with this room? What? What is going on? Where'd it go? Oh, okay. Is it still pressurized? It's hunted. I agree. Ship's haunted. Never point blank fired an RPG into an enemy. I have. It was funny.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
I was also in a panic. Okay, cool. The terminal just killed itself as I pulled it out. That's cool. I didn't need it anyway.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I mean, I think going through all of the Metal Gear games would be a lot of fun.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
And also with the enhanced editions of all like the Stalker games too that just got released, I considered doing the Stalker games too, but
Salvage deposit secured.
I don't know.
Credits awarded. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
First Platinum Star Weapons and Bad Company 2 is the RPG 7.
Applying credit.
Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Well, whatever.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
I can't see where the door is. There it is. Or the door console. Pull that off. Leave that in there. I can just pull this out and there should be everything in there. Yep.
Material accepted. Credits assigned.
Just a random piece of aluminum floating around over here. Worth $51.
Material deposited. Account credit applied.
Gotta get every little dollar amount. You never know.
Welcome to Venditron 9000. Have a nice day.
46-52.
Oh, cool.
Your designated sleep period is now over. Have a great
Got a
day.
new sticker. We just got a whole brand new psychological validation. I mean, it's a different ship. At least, and it's still worth a lot. So my goal for today was to get to 1,500, not 1,000, 150 million or under 150 million, and like, we're almost there. That was the goal, so that way I can just like do like the next stream. Could be the end of this game. Could be the end of this game. Utility arm? Is this ship a grappler ship? From the hit show Outlaw Star?
Credits deposited.
That fucking no one knows about? Cause that shit is an old ass anime. Oh, that didn't work. You remember watching it? Yeah. That shit was on Toonami such a long ass time ago. Oh, they did another launch thing. Neat.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
That was close. And lessons will not be learned.
Salvage deposit registered.
I gotta get in the ship.
Account credited.
Where's the door?
Airlock depressurizing. Airlock pressurizing.
Volumetrics. GPU doesn't like volumetrics. It can't calculate volumetrics. Yeah. Oh, hey. Just yoink. Oh. I was about to say, where's the door? I'm trying to find the door to get back here to the back of the ship, and fucking nothing's there. Let me in this tiny hole. There we go. It was made for me.
Airlock depressurizing.
So I just realized this might be a really bad idea, but I'm just gonna do it anyway. First of all, I'm gonna stay away from the thruster cab. That's what I was worried about. Uh-oh. Hold on. Hold on.
Good morning, Shipbreaker. This is your daily wake-up call.
Oh, I wasn't expecting that. I save scummed it. Damn it. I was really hoping to come back to just an exploded ship. Oh well. Now I know to not do that again.
Airlock depressurizing.
You know what? Fuck it.
Airlock pressurizing. Valuable object processed. Credits deposited.
The hell do I have 3 arms all of a sudden? What the fuck was that? What the hell was that? I have 3 arms. How the hell am I? I'm holding the laser out. I have an arm bracing myself, and I'm using butt. Neat. I hardly do anything, and I just break games. That's not where I want to go. Whoa, what the hell? What threw me backwards? Anyway. What kind of mutant am I? I mean, that's not nice to call me a mutant. I'm not a freak. I just have special powers and you don't, and you're jealous. And my special power is breaking video games.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
I wonder if there's going to be a Hardspace Shipbreaker 2.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Just make me do all this shit again. But now with ray tracing. I thought there was more. There they are.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
What are you still connected to? Huh? Huh? Oh, these things? Maybe? No. I'm running out of things to just randomly start, like, to randomly cut. That piece fell away. Okay. What are they connected to still? What the fuck? What the frick? What the frickin' fuck? Wait, there we go. Got it moving. Sweet. Oh, it's the whole back piece is still together. That's... Wait, oh. Is that it? That might have been it. Yeah, I don't freaking know.
Tether supplies are low.
Fuck.
Processing valuable object. Credits awarded. Salvage secured. Applying credit. Salvage registered.
I think there's one more fuel tank, or I got them all. I don't know. Hey, and there's no more little fuel tanks. Nice. Not that it matters. I'll find some way to light myself on fire. Accidentally, of course.
Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Valuable object accepted for processing. Progress process. Transferring credits. Salvage destroyed. Please avoid damaging valuables.
Is it really that valuable? It's just aluminum. It's like 6K. It wasn't much.
Salvage destroyed. Please pay attention.
More important than a ladder. Well, they actually want the ladder in the barge. The aluminum pieces just go in the furnace.
Credit to account. Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Is there a way for me? Yes, there is. Perfect.
Salvage destroyed. Don't do that.
I always love the message when that comes on when it's just like, don't do that. It's just like, fucking stop. I love that one for some reason. I don't know why. It really resonates with my chaotic nature.
Warning. Fuel levels are low.
Not a good time.
Reactor meltdown triggered. Action urgently required. Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned.
Bam. Not what I meant to do. Fuck.
No tethers remaining. Caution. Tethers depleted.
Fuck. I needed those.
Caution. No tethers. Please refill supplies. Caution. Out of tethers.
Welcome to Vendetron 9000.
don't know why, but this caught my attention. Just a little fucking red light. I've never seen this light before. My brain just goes, it's important. Oh, never really explored over here either. I can't grapple. What's the goal for the stream? To be under 150 million.
Salvage secured.
And we're at that. So, not far.
Credit.
In fact, I think this ship should take us underneath the threshold. Should. Or just get us close enough that I'm not going to care. So. I was thinking of, like, again, doing, like, a long stream of just like, yeah, we'll finish it till I beat it. And then I saw how much debt I had left was, like, 222 million or something like that. I'm like, never mind.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Especially after last night. I didn't get a wink of sleep last. Well, I did get some sleep, but not when I usually sleep, thanks to Muse and Rev. We were doing silly things all night. My. I just gotta keep cutting panels off. Alright.
Account credited.
Is that a data drive? I think that's a data drive. Neat. If I could just fucking get to it, but no. This part of the ship has to be skinny. It's an audio one.
Maru Nano Ma Bhagwan, my darling Chokri, I'm praying to all the gods that you have a safe journey to Jupiter. Know that I'll be thinking of you every minute of every day. Make sure you keep your luggage close to you. And don't waste water. You've heard the stories of Mars. Be careful, okay? Remember, Betu, don't look back. Don't let the world break your spirit. And always have hope in your heart. I wish I could come with you, but you know it was too expensive for both of us. I'm old now. There's not much time left for me. But you have the brightest future ahead of you. You have seen me work very hard my whole life, and I need you to do the same. My children are like my eyes. I cannot see without them, and I cannot live without them. See the world for me.
That was cute.
Object processed. Transferring credits.
Fuck.
Valuable component lost.
It just launched itself into the furnace. It wanted that. It wanted to die in the furnace. Not again. Okay, well that one... Fuck.
Processor deposit accepted. Credits awarded.
Not again. No. Eh. Eh. Ugh. Whew.
Deposit accepted for processing.
Anyway, lesson not learned.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credit transferred.
Well, that was scary. Just whoopsies. The hell? They make a fucky wucky? No. This game has been really weird to me tonight.
Salvage registered.
Physics not applying correctly.
Processing valuable object. Credit awarded. Salvage goal achieved. Rewards allocated.
It's just been weird all fucking day. Do I want dice to remove all the consequences of my actions? The problem is, I don't know what actions I took. So it's kind of hard to remove the consequences of actions. I don't even know what I'm doing, so. Just needed to move a little bit more. Just a tiny bit more. Just a itty bitty. Yeah, that's enough.
Salvage secured.
Oh, God, excuse me.
Processing object. Applying credits to account.
Here we go. Oh, no.
Credit
No lessons learned. All right.
salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Excuse me, how many?
Secured.
Oh my God, it goes the whole way down the hallway. Wow. Okay, we're gonna be here for a while.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Thank God those are storage.
Helmet damage detected. Always use salvage registered. Transferring credit. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Processing. Helmet damage detected.
Ow.
Severe head trauma. I'm following good helmet maintenance practices.
Is there any more places where oxygen is in the ship, or have I done enough damage that's not an issue? It looks like I've done enough damage where I don't need to worry about the pressurization of the ship anymore. So I can just cut away. With minimal consequences. How was my diving yesterday? It was pretty fun. Like, actually fighting over Super Earth is a lot of fun. Only problem is my friends and I were getting our fucking asses handed to us. On, like, level 5. We were still winning, but, like, we're trying to figure out, like, what's good against the Illuminate and, like, what works, what doesn't. I've started bringing, like, a lot of turrets. Because that seems to work pretty well. Especially, like, mortar turrets. The mortar turrets, I think they work pretty well. They seem to work pretty well. But also, like,
Valuable object processed.
the city provides, like, a whole new challenge of, like, what stratagems to bring. You can't just bring, like, the good orbital stuff anymore.
Salvage deposited.
Because the good orbital stuff might not hit. Because the buildings are just in the fucking way. So that's fun. Well, okay, well, the one that I like to use, which is the big fuck-off laser, you can't really bring that because the buildings are in the way. Because the destroyer moves around to get a better eyesight. Really? Came from a different direction. Yeah. Yeah, so the buildings provide, like, a new and interesting challenge, which is the reason why I started bringing the turrets. Like the mortar turret. Especially the mortar turret that, like, stuns. In combination with, like, the actual mortar turret. They seem to go really well together.
Credits awarded.
But I didn't know the Super Destroyer moved around when it could. I didn't know it did that. That's cool. I did see on the compass, however, like the little compass that's on, like, on the top of the screen, I saw that it has, like, a little downward facing diamond, I think. I think it's downward facing for where the direction that your Super Destroyer is. It'll say repositioning. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm too busy, like, in the thick of it to hear my Super Destroyer say it's repositioning. I'm a little too busy trying to fucking survive. So, that's probably why I've never heard that line. Doesn't say anything. The text, the stratagem lands just says repositioning and has a timer. Oh! Again, I still don't see that. I'm too busy, like, surviving. What? I was on time. The lights... Oh well. Theoretically, an additional 20 seconds. That does make sense, because I've called in stuff before, only for nothing to fucking happen for a while. So that makes sense. I just never noticed that it said the Super Destroyer was repositioning. Uh-oh.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
I need to be careful of what's behind the stuff I cut now. Well, I always did. I just didn't always do it.
Processing object. Applying credits to account. Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Oh, oops.
Valuable object processed. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Object processed. Transferring credits.
You know... Oh, there was a roguelite third-person shooter where you played as a crab. I don't remember what it's called. I kind of want to play that again now. It's not Crab Game. First-person shooter? No, it's a third-person shooter. Pretty sure it's a third-person shooter, at least. Crab Champions. That's the one. Yeah. I kind of want to play that again. That game was so fucking weird and funny. It's gotten a lot different now? No.
Please refrain from damaging salvage.
Hopefully not too different. Well, they both go on the porch anyway. Could have just hucked them both.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
I don't know, back when I played it, like, probably over a year ago, I remember it being, like, a ton of fun.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage destroyed. Please avoid damaging valuables. Salvage is destroyed. Please revisit your training. Raw material deposited. Transferring credits. Processing valuable deposit. Credits transferred.
I've also talked about wanting to do an Elden Ring stream, but then I thought, just playing Elden Ring might not be that entertaining. So then I thought, what can I do to make it more entertaining? I could do, and I thought this was
Applying credit.
a really stupid idea. Gamble, yeah, there will be gambling for you guys. But so many other content creators, especially bigger creators that have like the money to fucking do this, were like, oh, like every time I die, excuse me, I'll gift a sub, right? And I'm like, that's a bit much. What if I do it like every 10 times? And I'm like, that still might be a bit much. What if I do it every 100 times? That might not be enough. Especially because Elden Ring might be like a multi-month kind of game as I go through it.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded.
So, I'm always open to suggestions.
Salvage secured. Account credit
I also thought if I do every death is a gift sub, I'll just have it like tallied up, and then I'll have like a minimum amount every
It would be
month.
fun to be able to flashbang you in the middle of it like this. Just kidding, still poor.
Sitting here waiting, like the anticipation is fucking killing me, and then. But then I thought, like, there's like a minimum amount of, like, if we do the
transferring
one
credit.
death is one gift sub, which is a lot. I was thinking, like, we can have it so, like, every month there's, like, a minimum amount of gift subs I have to pay out. And then, like, I have a certain amount of months, and then, like, interest starts to it's like something stupid like that. Yeah, like I have. So the idea was, if we do, for every death I gift a sub in Elden Ring, there would be like a minimum amount every month I would have to pay out, and then if I couldn't pay out all of that in like a year, there would start to be interest. Like every month after that would just be like an extra sub, I guess. That was the idea. Something stupid.
Registered. Transferring credit.
Something stupid, and something that people could lord over me every streams. Like, streamer! Hello, streamer! Haha, idiot, you're supposed to... It's like, you need to get 5 more subs!
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
Killing a major boss removes a certain amount from your debt. That might be pretty good, too. Yeah, like, I really need to start writing up all these rules and start figuring out the math. I should also talk to Aeneas, who is an avid Souls player. Get his input on this too.
Salvage destroyed. Please pay attention.
Because it gives me more motivation to do well. Yeah.
Deposit secured. Credits awarded.
Like, imagine dying in a video game and having to spend money to fucking play more. Is anyone actually interested in Night Rain? Isn't that the roguelite? Almost threw that in the furnace. Isn't that the roguelite thing that's coming to Elden Ring?
Salvage secured.
It is?
Applying
Yeah. Having never played Elden Ring, I don't have much of an opinion on it. Can I cut away any of these walls? I can't. Oh no, I can cut away this back wall. Yeah, alright.
Salvage destroyed. Don't do that.
How funny would it be for this whole Elden Ring idea
Raw material deposited.
to just come up with like a huge list of all the rules and like the hell? Why did it start turning? What the fuck? They just have like this huge list with like all of the rules and like a Google spreadsheet that I can give like admin privileges to some people in chat so they can like keep track of everything. That would be silly.
Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
even keep track of what you ate today.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited.
And these bar light things are so fucking hard to see sometimes.
Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Raw material processed. Credits deposited. Salvage secured. Credits deposited.
Man, oh, here we go. I was like, there's nothing like, there's no good panels I can just cut.
Salvage destroyed. Please refrain from damaging salvage.
No. I'm gonna destroy even more salvage now.
Processor deposit accepted.
As I continue to
Awarded.
not do that.
Raw material deposited. Transferring credits. Salvage secured. Applying credit. Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit. Salvage
There's so much junk.
credit applied.
I say junk. It's all stuff that has to go in the fucking
Rewards will be paid.
barge, but
Salvage deposit secured.
there's just so
Credits awarded.
much of it. Alright. One of these days, Mystic, you'll remember how to type. But it is not this day. I think the last piece is over there, so I gotta get out. There we go. Just a big old fucking hole into the ship so I can just
Fuel levels are low. Raw material
have low fuel levels, apparently. Doink.
salvage registered. Transferring credits. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Salvage deposit accepted. Credit transferred. Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage secured. Credits deposited. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred.
Perhaps the damn... It might be too far now. Yeah, it's too far. Fuck it. I'm not chasing after that.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage secured. Account credit applied.
Oh, yeah. Wooting is coming out with a 60 HE version 2. I was like, oh, that's neat. It already has all the features that my current keyboard has,
Salvage deposit confirmed.
but it has 8K polling. I don't know.
Salvage accepted. Credit applied.
All of the Hall effect stuff is pretty cool, though. And Wooting has absolutely just changed the market forever for gaming keyboards.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account.
I still remember when Wooting came out, the first Wooting came out,
Salvage secured. Applying
everyone else was launching like their Hall effect counterparts,
damage detected. Be sure to salvage secured. Credits deposited.
and they were all mediocre when compared to the Wooting. Just hit every other button on my keyboard first.
Salvage deposit registered. Account credited. Salvage secured. Applying credit.
I almost have this one room cleared out.
Salvage deposit secured. Credits awarded. Salvage goal obtained. Additional rewards assigned. Salvage deposit accepted. Credits transferred. Salvage deposited. Applying credit to account. Processing valuable object. Credits awarded. Salvage secured. Account credit applied. Salvage accepted. Credit applied. Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Oh, we're so close to being done.
Salvage deposit confirmed. Applying credit.
Automod in Discord. Yeah, recently people have kept getting caught by the Automod. I don't know if there was like some kind of change on Discord's end with Automod, but sometimes I think of like turning it down,
Salvage secured.
and then I'm like, but I'm also like the only moderator.
Salvage registered. Transferring credits.
Fucker shouldn't trigger
Salvage
Automod.
deposit
Agreed.
secured.
But
Credits awarded.
I think it was just one of like the many settings I just didn't fuck with. It's like one of the auto settings, essentially. Every time I look down,
Material accepted.
I see like low, and I know it's for my health, but like at a cursory glance, I keep thinking it says my scanner is low. I'm like, what the fuck? So what is my scanner low? What? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, whatever. Whole thing's moving anyway.
Material deposited. Deposit accepted for processing.
Got a sticker for that? Oh yeah, I did. Oops. There we go.
Tether raw material deposited. All salvage goals have been met. Rewards maximized. Shift halted.
I was thinking, I'm like, wait a minute.
May be required to offset unscheduled personnel.
I was like, I'm going kind of fast towards the wall. Maybe I should slow down a teeny little bit. Oops. Anyway.
Object accepted for processing. Credits deposited.
Actually stuck. Wow.
Caution. Tether supply depleted. Caution. No tethers. Please refill supplies. Valuable object processed. Credits awarded.
Thank you for your
Tethers restored.
Alright, I got a new idea. If these aren't gonna go, if that's not gonna move, I'll just do this.
Material
Perfect. That was close. Yeah, I just buy a
Welcome
couple
to
more.
Venditron 9000. Thank you for your purchase. Have a nice day.
Bam! I am now under the goal I set out. Ugh.
Good morning, Shipbreaker.
And just like that,
Your allocated shift time will be commencing
that will
shortly.
be the end of the stream. I keep saying I want to do like a long stream and just finish out this game. And I wanted that to be today, but that's not happening. So maybe Monday? Maybe Monday I'll do a long stream. Just finish the game out, finally. We'll see. Friday, 2042. I'm still gonna only really multi-stream 2042 from now on. So I'll be streaming on YouTube and on Twitch. It'll be 2042, and probably only for 3 hours. We'll see. And then Saturday, more 2042, and Sunday, more 2042, and then Monday, back to this. And probably beating it on Monday too. And then I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do on Wednesday. We'll see. No Helldivers 2. Oh, right. Tomorrow I might stream Helldivers 2. I don't know. Maybe on the weekend too. Maybe, like, Rav will want to play Helldivers 2. If that's the case, then I'll stream Helldivers 2. Probably. But yeah, thanks for coming out, hanging out, chatting and all that, all the support, all of it. Yeah, can't really think of anything else. So thanks, except for saying thanks, stay safe out there, and I will see you either tomorrow if I decide on streaming Helldivers 2, or Friday when I stream 2042. Alright, bye.